It's difficult to speak under the circumstances. You know, people are trying to tell you what you are not. Okay. I think it is their goodness which is speaking, their magnanimity which is speaking, and I think I owe them all a very big thank you for looking at me in that manner. I think from my side, what I would like to say is, wherever we are today, it's not because of me. It's not because of him. It's not because of Ajay. Don't let anybody fool you. It's because of you. We can help chart a course for you. But if you don't want to do it, I think we will never be there where we aspire to be. So, and you are not doing anybody also a favor. You have to do it for yourself. So, the sooner that you imbibe this, that you are doing it for yourself, I think the effort also will, the activity also will happen effortlessly for you. Otherwise, you would be fighting against the forces of nature, fighting against human nature and your superiors and whatnot, and it will get ugly in the process. So if you're aspiring to get somewhere, do it the happy way. And I think that's what I have tried to do for myself. So I can only speak for what I've done for myself. And if you like what I've done for myself, I think try it. It'll work for you. It'll work for each and every one of you. So people have talked about, all these good naturedness that I have in me and whatnot. Okay, that's a very nice song by Manade, which goes on to say that the devil is also within you, and so is God. Who is it that you are trying to wake up from within you? Will finally decide where you want to be. So that choice also ultimately is within us. They talked of innumerable qualities. I really don't know whether I deserve that much. But let me tell you, I think Gurbinder alluded to it. Much of it is because of the mirror that I get shown at home. Okay? So my best critics are within my family. So they tell me, if I even try to take pride in what may have happened, they will try to throw at me 5 different places where we may have miserably failed, or I personally would have miserably failed. And I think it has helped me shape up a lot. It started with my father. My father used to, if I got a 98 out of 100 on a mathematics paper, he will only be worried about how I lost the other 2. He would not be interested in the score of that 98. Okay, we don't do that with our children now, and neither do we have the luxury of doing that with our children now. But I think that's how we got shaped. My parents are not there anymore, but I think in large measure, if you see, I'll only claim one thing: patience. Of everything that was alluded to, patience. And I think in large measure I inherited it from my father. So I don't think these are things that I have had to practice. They came naturally. So only if I practice, I can say I have refined myself. So it was a given. So I cannot be making a claim to what was already a given either. We can go on and on about what had happened at the university. Many of you have already told all the good things that have happened at the university. And I think we played to a plan. to a plan that we collectively formulated, worked at, and we made it happen. People talk about, the interaction with the committees and all that. I think these are qualities that are expected in the person who leads the institution. Otherwise, there will be trouble. Okay. So you do what you can do best under the circumstances. But I think if I go on talking about what has happened or what has not, it will not be right. It will be a sin on my part. I will be keeping you away from the high tea that perhaps awaits you. So let me come to what I should be doing on an occasion of this kind. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Thapar, Mr. Vadera, the Thapar Education Trust, Mr. Sen, Mr. Sablok. He's made a special effort to come here today. He has not been keeping good health, but I'm moved by the fact that he has chosen to come today. And Mr. Neerav, who is not here with us, with whom I have worked a lot. And just yesterday I got a long WhatsApp message from him on what he thought of these 9 years. I think the people who made this decision to bring me here, a big thank you to them. And I think I have tried my level best to live up to the expectations possibly they had from me. And I think that is how I would like to be remembered. In my house, Veena and Aparna in particular have been a source of strength. And as I told you, Veena has been one person who's been always showing me the mirror and has helped me stay grounded in a large measure. And as I said, I never had to look anywhere else to know that there were things that I could have done better or I could have improved upon. I think the next set of people to whom I'm grateful happen to be my office staff. Ruchi Gupta, Shankar, and Meva Singh. These people have been extremely helpful, providing support at all the times. If I could do whatever I've done, it's because I could take liberty to reach them at any time. And the support always came with a smile on their face. They have never tried to shrug me off or refuse any kind of a responsibility that was given to them. People who have worked in the house, they understood me completely. And I think with them it was always a fun because I became one of them whenever I interacted with them. Moving from the home and my immediate office, the first person that comes to my mind is Gurbinder Singh. We have always got along ever since 2014. And many of our views on admissions, academics, strengthening the inner pillars of the institution, all of these issues coupled with our understanding of the immediate world around us, helped forge a bond of collaboration and friendship. It particularly got strengthened during the COVID era, where, as many people said, there were 3 people on this campus. There were more who would come in frequently, but there were 3 people who came to this campus in fact every day, including the weekends. I think usually Saturdays and Sundays, otherwise we take for granted, but during that period, even that also we did not do. It was Gurbinder and Captain Manjeet Singh. I think these people went out of the way to make a lot of things possible for the community. I had to be there. I had no choice, but they had a choice. They could have chosen not to come. They could have chosen not to do many things that they did, but they were there. And the COVID era saw us trying to handle a lot of internal as well as external pressures that got in our way during that time. And I still recall those 2 hours every day. It used to either precede the Mahabharata, which was aired during that time, or succeed Ramayana, which used to come in the morning. So we found even convenient hours to come together to work. Captain Manjeet Singh deserves a word of appreciation. From the time he received me at Chandigarh airport when I joined Thapar University 9 years ago, he has worked extensively with me on student and campus related issues. I don't know if Manjeet is, yeah, he's sitting there. Manjeet will retire at the end of the month and he has plans to immediately take off to Canada thereafter. I want to thank Professor Khaled for his trips to my office each morning for a free cup of tea. And for all of you who think that he was a favored guy, let me share something that you don't know. He was at the receiving end of my frustrations, my anger, and my complaints with the faculty community, because he would come up with one or the other stupid request, duly, forwarded and recommended, and I would not know what to do with that. Okay, so there would be 100 questions, and I would throw that paper back at him, and that would be the end of that tea. But I tell you, sir, in spite of all those differences and fights, I did look forward to you being in my office every morning. That's true. That is true. So, unlike our chairman who has a different barrage of adjectives, my adjectives with him were a lot more milder. Professor Batish, as he rightly said, he came up to my office for one ABET accreditation of the mechanical engineering program, and I really could not understand what was coming in his way. So whatever he said is true. I very bluntly asked that there is no reason for him to not go, and thereafter, as you know, the rest is history. He has helped improvise and execute all the ideas that the senior leadership team at TIET wanted, and he has also improvised it in a large measure. His office staff, that includes Alka, and others who have been playing a musical chair and going around, some of them have left, some are new. They all deserve a word of appreciation from me. Professor Siddiqui, thank you.